cheering at the SEC. Gary fooled us all, we thought he was a hero. Gary was a man who thought he could do crypto, cheering at the SEC. Gary fooled us all, we thought he was a hero, teaching blockchain at MIT. Well, get back, Lord, get back and leave crypto alone. Get back, Lord, get back and leave crypto alone. Get back, Gary.
If you just stumble across the channel, it's probably because somebody hit that like button before. And for those of you who hit that like button, comment, subscribe, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Gotta get the cake. Okay, this ain't what you used to. Always with the new, this ain't what you used to. I do me, do you. I do me, do you. This ain't what you used to. 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 This ain't what you. No, this ain't what you used to. Switching from the bikes to a new coupe. You know I keep some new shoes. Keep it simple, not like you. All night, get right. Know you know the price. Know you know the name, no games. I need all my money now. Not playing, man. This ain't what you used to. I might fly to LA. This cold weather ain't for me. Hit the bank, run your way. What you used to? And I'm grinding to the top. I can't let it slip away, so I gotta get the pay. Okay, this ain't what you used to. Always with the new. This ain't what you used to. I do me, do you. I do me, do you. This ain't what you used to. 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 This ain't what you. Calls keep coming in. For the win, get it in. This ain't what you used to. Swear you get on my nerves. Try hit my line, get curved. This ain't what you used to. Run around, swerve. Everybody here knows the word. This ain't what you used to. Know you know the drill. Overpay and now I see the rail. This ain't what you used to. I get it in for my kids. Stack those chips and I get that check. Not what you used to. You see how I live, work my biz. I'm too far from the rest, not what you used to. Okay, this ain't what you used to. Always with the new, this ain't what you used to. I do me, do you. I do me, do you. This ain't what you used to. 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 This ain't what you. Double A, double up. Yeah. Double A, double up. The money I color up. Color up. Double A, double up. The money I color up. Color. 2 turns of 4, 4 turns of 8. Sleep and get paid. Rich when I wait. I bet the bank. I set the pace. Guess what I make? That's what I make. Counting pockets, that's a trending topic. You got this and you got that, but got no spending options. I keep quiet, but still get it rocking. I keep quiet with it in my pocket. I keep quiet, moving stuff for silent. Double up. The money I color up. Color up. Double up. The money I color up. I swear God been blessing me. You think you been testing me? Throw me lemons, watch lemon squeeze. Pieces been my recipe. You buy watch and bust them down. Mine is my investment piece. Heard your mixes drown it out. You need to call Trevor, please. I don't fold, I don't fear. Pearly whites, no veneers. Keep it clean, check it's clear. Water clear, P is clear. See the light, you go dear. See the light, I go near. Let me shine, watch me shine. I'ma shine, vision clear. Double up. The money I color up. Color up. Double up. like the guy. I got them looking like why. I never doubted me why. I never doubted my guys. You know you in it for win. I stand on 10, you on 10. I don't have friends of a friend. Only the fan of the kin. Only my wife and my kids. That's all I needed to win. Now I only trust my true friends. Had to cut off my loose ends. You know I win if you win. You know you win if I win. I swipe that cash, don't fold. I swipe my bank on gold. Don't think that I've been dumb. I spend like I've been broke. None of my cash can fold, none of my calls are gold. Digital dash on hold. None of my cash can fold, none of my calls are gold. Digital dash on gold. Cash is digital, digital, digital. The dash is digital, go, go, go. Digital, 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 digital. The cash is digital, digital. The dash is digital. Run it up, digital, 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 digital. Living my truth, no tricks. I'm trying to feed my kids. I'm trying to keep my way. I'm trying to live my life while we get rich. Mind my biz. Money gon' come, some go. Man, if you know, you know. I've been through highs and lows. Here for the ride, I go. Slide and roll. Up and down, but I get up. The numbers crunching, no sit-ups. I grew up and got dripped up. Purple label, my get up. That's 101, not a one and done. Month to month, and there's more to come. I told Cushy, let's run it up. Now it's millions on millions. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on hold. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. Digital dash on gold. Cash is digital, digital, digital. The dash is digital, go, go, go. Digital, 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 digital. The cash is digital, digital. The dash is digital. Run it up, digital, 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 digital. Me, it was never me versus you, and now I'm good. Wake up and I do my part, wake up and I do my job, just how I should. It was always me versus me, it was never me versus you. Misunderstood. Get up, had to beat those eyes. Got up and I beat those eyes. Understood. It was always me versus me, it was never me versus you, and now I'm good. Wake up and I do my part, wake up and I do my job, just how I should. I feel it all, I feel it all. I'm feeling numb, I'm feeling numb. I lost my soul, it's on the run. I need a spark, I need a spark. I need some fun, I need that fun. I'm in the dark, like what's to come. It was always me versus me, it was never me versus you. Misunderstood. Get up, had to beat those eyes. Got up and I beat those eyes. It's understood. It was always me versus me, it was never me versus you, and now I'm good. Wake up and I do my part, wake up and I do my job, just how I should. It was always me versus me, it was never me versus you. Misunderstood. Get up, had to beat those eyes. Got up and I beat those eyes. Understood. It was always me versus me, it was never me versus you, and now I'm good. Wake up and I do my part, wake up and I do my job, just how I should. It's me versus me, it's you and I. The time is now, it's do or die. I chose my path, no choosing sides. I'll tell you what comes, here for the ride. I'm that guy, no more time for the bad guy. Never going back to the bad side. Need the holy water, get baptized. Yeah, yeah, I'm that guy. No more time for the bad guy. Never going back to the bad side. Need the holy water, get baptized. I'm that guy. It was always me versus me, it was never me versus you. Misunderstood. Get up, had to beat those eyes. Got up and I beat those eyes. It's understood. It was always me versus me, it was never me versus you, and now I'm good. Wake up and I do my part, wake up and I do my job, just how I should. It was always me versus me, it was never me versus you. Misunderstood. Get up, had to beat those eyes. Got up and I beat those eyes. Understood. It was always me versus me, it was never me versus you, and now I'm good. Wake up and I do my part, wake up and I do my job, just how I should. Please feel much, it's been a long week, I'm looking for fun. Please fill my cup, find me under the sun. SOS, I'm just looking for a good time. Oh, 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 oh. And I'm singing like, whoa, oh, oh, oh. Lit check, been a minute, let me hit the homies in a group text. 10 years, same team, true vets. Got a couple trophies, but no chains on the neck. No. Got a couple Cardis, we don't flood with baguettes. It's a very small world, so my hand holds. Wake up, make the money, that's a man's role. Loyalty and love is what I stand for. Can't forget about trust, but first, please fill my cup. Am I really asking for much? Just
Let's
been a
go.
long week, I'm looking for fun. Please fill my cup, find me under the sun. SOS, I'm just looking for a good time. Oh, 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 oh. And I'm singing like, whoa, oh, oh, oh.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Welcome everyone to Late Night Crypto Charts with Road Dawg. My name is Lane. We're taking a look at the charts tonight. Monday came. Monday went. And we're just still kind of where we've been. Everybody getting all nervous. People getting scared? Are you scared? Oh, come on, people. It's a candle. Now, breaking this trend line, that is cause to worry. I will say that is definitely something you want to pay attention to on the daily. Losing that 9 moving average. Yes, you definitely want to pay attention to that. Losing that 21. I can see where you're looking bad. I can see where you're like, oh my God, it's going. It's finally going to zero, Helen. I knew that day would come. As soon as I jump in, it's going to zero. If that's you, if you're losing your shit when the crypto market takes a dive, you need Valium. Ask your doctor about it today. Nah, that's just a joke. So you concerned here, man? Man, dude, wow. You're looking so cool on this 16 minute. It's like, oh wow, look. The support line here and this one here is just holding up so good. Surely, we just expect a little bouncy bounce right there, but no. You want to wait right before my show, right before Road Dawg comes on here. Clearly, this is a conspiracy, people. Can you not see the writing on the wall here? Can you not see the writing on the wall? They're going against the Road Dawg. Right on the show. They just targeted me right on my show. I feel like there's a laser pointer on my back. What's going on? Man, look at this. Ooh, look at that 100 right there. That's cool. Check that out. I'm on a 6-minute time frame, which in the bigger gist of things really don't mean jack. Just being honest. Oh, think back. Have you ever seen yourself like in the past 3 days? Have you went, gosh darn it, man, if it wasn't for that 2-minute time frame 2 weeks ago, none of this bullcrap would have ever happened. Don't happen like that, people. Let's get on this baby and ride it. What we got going on here? Where are you dropping to, Biddy? You came all the way to 6,588 for real? Hot dang, baby. Let's go chase you. I didn't say the word chase. I did say the word chase, but I'd like to chase red candles. I know it's crazy, but I do. I can't help it. I like to chase red candles. I don't like to chase the green ones. I like to chase the red ones though. Boom. I know it's crazy. The Degen just comes in and wants to buy, and I have nothing to buy with because what happened? Sweet, you suck. You got me underwater. What, 34% on a $10 trade because this was a tiny account over here. Do I need to call for backups, man? Because, hey, dude. This is my Degen. Because I'm at a support line, I'm saying Degen's taking over. I have no control. Degen just loves to buy red candles. And if I'm going to convert my Degen into not being so Degen-y, I'm going to reward this behavior rather than let him reward buying those red candles. Especially if I got this little trend line right here that says, oh, no, sucker, you misread that. That's, oh, bearish retesting down more.
Goody. Let's go buy. Where are we going to buy? Get off this 5-minute time frame. Let's look at the big chart. Let's get into this. Where are you going? I'm over here on Big Unix. Ooh, look, that nice big red candle there. Oh, this is a Bart Simpson, guys. Aren't you excited? Look. You don't believe me, do you? So exciting. It's breathtaking. I can't find anything that I need here to do anything. But is that clearly a Bart Simpson? Who's that? Believe it or not, I'm actually can be I'm a tattoo artist also. Believe it or not. And yet there's my Bart Simpson. Would you like your back piece today? It's half off. Nice. Horizontal levels of support and resistance do kind of suggest that these areas down here at 62,800 might be a level of interest. Let's mark that little baby. If I were a swinger, I would swing high to swing low to tell me where price just might actually go. And we got a rejection at the 7 out of 6. Still means that's a probably high. So I want to go from a swing low to a swing high to tell me where I should buy. What is the mystical enchantment? And you must say it word by word, facing the earth with a feather up your anus. Or it doesn't work at all. And it tickles. I like you down here. Are you going to come down here? I don't know, man, but if you do, I'm ready for you. About 63.5. Oh, you're right at my liquidation point. And I'm in profit now. Oh, man. Oh, a conundrum. A conundrum. I need some more capital to deploy down here at the liquidation point so I can pull this trade off without getting my ass handed to me like I've done before on this show. This is how we got down to this little $24 margin. Oh gosh, Degen, I'm sorry, but I got really in just a little bit. We're going to close just a little bit of this, 25%. That'll lighten our load down here and well, I got something down here waiting for you, baby. A little something. Well, let's get you out of here so I can see this screen. There's a delete button right there. Sorry, Bart, you're distracting me, baby. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We got some works to do now. Is that a buy up here? Why are you gonna buy up here? What's that? There's nothing open. This juicy little area right here is 68.215. 68.215. 68.206 looks like a great little place for me just to sell a little bit. And about half of that there. No, I don't want you there. I want you right here. I want you right under that line. When we come back, more than likely bearishly retest this. About 68.225. I'm going just a little bit under. Going right under that candle, actually, right here. 68.128. Just moved my order down there. Going to go ahead and de-risk a little bit here so I can catch this little guy at a nice little area. Chances are we're going to come back and kind of range through this area for a little while. We're going to have some fun with the longers and the shorters. All them bullishy people there might get tested here. Then again, they may be playing with people like me that are getting just want want to take advantage of this little bearish move here. But a bit of Bitcoin, we got a nice little trend line there. It's not the end all be all. We do have another one over here. I'm on the 2-hour time frame on itty bitty Bitcoin. That one's got a nice line there. I like that. This is what I'm looking for. This is what I'm wanting. I know you want it to go down. I think, well, I want it to come down to here, 58. Come on, maybe I'll ride with you. If you don't, I won't get my feelings hurt. And I know, you know, but I'm looking for some good places to get me some good fingers digging into this little thing, because that number's gonna be going up. Now we might come down to 58,000. It might happen. I don't know, man. I don't know. But if it does, think of all the juicy things you can do if you got some dry powder sitting on the side. Can I get an amen? In this red juicy market right here. Ladies and gentlemen, I must digress. Hellos to everybody over here in the chat, man. We got Strega, we got there. I see Dave, Dave P, Dave Forget, Sam Webb, Dave P again, Dave Forget again. That's a little redundant. Trade Intuition, there's Joe. Board Nerd, how's it going, man? Well, hello, Crypto Degens of the future. We meet again. How's it going, Board Nerd? There's Road Dawg Crypto in the house, and Dave Forget. Angel's guest list. And I lost him. Man, Angel's just kind of disappeared just like that. There we are. Could you chart QNT quant token? I sure can. And board says, don't look at it. Don't look at it. Angels gets us as clearance sales. Good times. Brackets of Interest says, how you doing tonight, Road Dawg? Brackets of Interest, I am blessed like I am almost every day. I'm breathing, I'm alive, my family's doing well. We're doing okay. So I'm blessed, I'm happy to be here. And the world didn't die today, so sometimes you wonder, like, I think today's going to be the last one, maybe. Something effed up is going to happen today. You seen the news? So we made it through another one, hey. Well, almost. We still got technically about another hour and 10 minutes where I'm at. An hour and 8. I'm anal. Don't do that, man. Come on, dude. Don't be so OCD. So nice little red day, and yeah, let's talk about this before we jump into some charts here. Let's look at this. No, I like that. Could this be a V-shaped recovery? So what I was trying to do in my trade there is I'm trying to sell a little bit more over here on that. I can't short on that on the same account, so I've got to do a little different strategy. So it kind of de-risk me a little bit more, and I'm gonna see if I can buy a little cheaper or something. So let's zoom out here just a little bit. Let us go over this. So this is a Bitcoin on the... You suck for a chart. I just got you all messed up. What's this one? Are you Nah, you're a good one. Okay. I'm looking where it's not all cluttered, but still has some macro ideas on it, right? Well, this is what I'm doing right now is just charting a few ideas here, although I don't really have my main idea there. Their main idea's not here, man. This is on Coinbase, right? Well, let's go ahead and do that. I mean, we must consider these ideas, especially something like that, since we get major touches there. I'm going to lock that in here on the weekly. If it gets up there, then we can fine tune it a little bit and go from wick to wick. Gives us a little bit more, but until then, why worry about it? This is Bitcoin altogether. Here we go. Back in these areas, you know, hit the 15. We came up here and we went sideways. Oh my God, what's it gonna do? Oh no, we're screwed. Oh, it's going back to, you know, the bears, and for sure promising that we're going to hit those. Some of them were promising. The smart people just kind of say, I'm just seeing higher highs and higher lows. I'm riding with it, baby. Looks a lot better than that other nonsense that we had the past 6 months. So, But I started noticing something, you know, when we started connecting the dots the way that we do. We were riding this little trend line here. That was the main trend line, you know? And me being the weirdo I am, I'm always checking for channels, you know, because that's what happens. And then suddenly we weren't channeling out so much. We're kind of going sideways. So like, oh my God, what's happening? We're dead. Lost that. Oh, hell. By the time we got back up here, I'm like, Now, you could have totally followed this in the channel. Definitely could. But being the little pattern freak that I am, I followed it like this. And we got the rising wedge, which made sense for us to break to the downside. So did the channel too, technically. They're both bearish patterns, but you know, triangles form into channels. They actually are the same thing. You're just seeing a half view of it. And don't sweat it. It's the trend line, baby. It's the trend line. You broke out of it, you broke back in. That was bullish as all get out. And by my rules, is like you're breaking back into a pattern, a trend line. Something's about to go on. Has this ever happened before in the past? And it did. We were mimicking so well, and I kept talking about it. This area here. Also had one of those little trend lines. This is back when we had the COVID dumpy dumps. Also had a bear trap came out and just went skyrocketing. I didn't play it out exactly, not nearly, but very similar. We were tracking that as well too. And I remember saying, man, and that was just 3 years ago. We're doing what we did almost exactly 3 years, and we stayed on that. If I had to guess about where we are now, we're probably over here in this area. We got something similar. There may be a nice little drop at come at. Makes sense. We got some resistance over here. If you're taking this channel, this trend line here, and copying it and putting it up there, you do have some confluence there. That's kind of a big deal because that kind of plays into our altcoins too, so on how they will react. So they're just as, you know, just know we can get a drop, but it's not the end all be all. It's just an opportunity, and that's how we got to look at it. 618 comes back way back to this area that we just cleared. 618 from this swing high or low to this our current swing high. I'm not normally you see me looking at the fibs I pull from here to here. I'm doing it different now, right? I'm just looking for this little move we got there to see what we got. This is for the whole of where we are if we have topped out. Not so convinced that we've topped out totally just yet, but on this particular chart, I'm on the weekly. I'm actually going to tighten up my lines here a little bit since let's get rid of our moving averages. Hopefully I'll put them back on there, man. I got a habit of putting them on there, even though they do kind of clear up my stream. If I don't leave them on there, I'll forget about them. And I used to make videos and I'm like, that was the most important thing I wanted to talk about. And I was like, I took it off. That is really nice. So we got our angles there for the macro move on the weekly chart, right? For Bitcoin. Going all the way back to this wick here at 46,000 in that area. I'm just going to go ahead and race this little guy. By the theory that price travels in channel, and you know, it does. Don't believe me, you know, test it out. You'll see some confluences with all these angles because there's something there at respect, some kind of magic, some kind of something where things just always have some kind of little echo, some kind of hiccup, some kind of shadow, something. And I got two wickedy-wicks right there. I'm rolling with that. Let's zoom in here. Boom, boom, lock it in. So I'm rolling with that for a nice little area that we may still be able to get to for Bitcoin. Ichimoku Clouds over here just saying, not much of anything, just saying, you're too far away from me, I can't catch you. Now we talked about channels and this and whatnot. We got this trend line over here, this little dotted one there, and that's still a good place for price to come back to, however it hits it. And that's still, we're looking at this area in the 50s, upper 50s. So there's some little signs here saying, you know, the weather may change and this nice little summer hot weather we want to hang out in the 70s and then 80s, well, we might have to dip back some of those cool temperatures back in the upper 50s. Get that little shiver on to make you just really appreciate the warm sunshine that's coming our way this summer. This crypto summer, because maybe we're out of the crypto winter. Well, crypto winter is now over. The birds are chirping, the rabbits are hopping. I said hopping. That was a hop. And life is good. So Bitcoin, no worries overall. Just be ready for it. Which also means you need to be ready for your altcoins, and that's where we look at Total 3. So what's going on here? Yeah. Total 3 is that area where we can get seriously rejected, man. I hate to be this bad news, man, but we can. I've seen some signs on some coins saying, ooh, you're going to take a hit. There's some signs I'm seeing on some of the charts I've been charting. The alts might take a little bumpy bump up. And it does seem that we are getting lots of little wikis over here at the tops, right? So I want to clear out some of these lines so we can take a little bit of a look here. We got a measured move up there. It looks like we've touched it, adopted, or close enough. It's this $803 billion area that we're just not able to even tap at the moment. And that's just a first sign of weakness. Not bad though, but it's just saying, hey man, you went up enough. Let's chill out and maybe catch our breath. Nice little bottom accumulation zone here. We broke out of the accumulation zone and we've done good. It might be time. It might be time to pull back to about 575-ish. Maybe. Maybe even just a little bit lower. Maybe 544. Not saying it has to happen all at once, but just know that when we've got rejected over there before, I mean, we did have a nice little pullback. Be aware that on the weekly with the Total 3, things are getting a little tired. Doesn't mean that it's all down though. Look, she got tired over here too, but just picked right back up. So all I'm saying, this may not be the week for altcoins, but then again, she may change around. Let's look on the daily, see what we got. A lot of people would be looking at that as maybe an M top, especially if you're at an area like a 618. That's a good place to look for M tops, is what I'm saying. Some people will be looking at this as a cup and handle to the upside. Not really paying attention to the 618 up there, so that's fun to watch. Ooh, we got the devil's number coming in there. That means the devil is on play here. We got to pull up some moving averages. I'm putting a number here on my trend line, $666 billion. What is going on here? Pulls them out, baby, pulls them out. She's around here somewhere. I don't know where she's hanging out, but she's here. We gotta go look for her. You know who I'm talking about. Right there she is. Right there she is. What are you up to, Lucy? You got anything going on here? You under the 800, so you still kind of holding this market down. You still have the power. I have the power to bring you down. She's got a better voice than that, but she needs that voice because that's how she is on the inside. She ain't right, man. I'm telling you. Look here on the daily. Total 3, man. I'm telling you.
You're welcome to me. I will suck the life out of your altcoins.
Look, it's happening, baby. I'm telling you. This ain't an April Fool. It's not terrible. There's not like, it's not mega bearish divergence, but it's some bearish divergence up there. So let's be careful with your altcoins. Remember me saying like, hey man, we're coming up a little bit on altcoins, and it's a great time to kind of just pay yourself a little. You remember me saying like the night before I wasn't here and the night after I was, it's like, that was the game plan. I think I'm going to do something a little bit different during my streams. I think during the first part, I'm going to start getting some graphics together, just kind of going over the market cycle where we are. I just kind of go over what I'm doing here, what the overall picture is. Because if I were to break it down in just a nutshell, just to give you an idea, what are you doing to this chart? I'll need something blank. Because you got, you got your market cycles, baby. That's just what you got. You got distribution, you got markdown. This is the bear market here, and you don't figure out that you're in a bear market until you're almost about halfway through it, and you're like, I think we might be in a bear market. And you always got saying, no, Bitcoin's never going to go below X price. La la. And then, then we come down here. And then you got all the anyway, y'all know if y'all came in here. But anyway, this is accumulation, and this is where the people who make the biggest money in this game slowly accumulate. They are called whales because they have so much of all these coins. They get so much because they buy it so freaking cheap down here. Sometimes they even manipulate price up and down through those areas, and they get a nice little range there. It's just great to accumulate with them, with the whales, hang out with the whales. And one of those days you may be a whale. So that's been the game plan, and it's what we've done. The only things I would do different is concentrate on fewer coins and build bigger giant bags, but it's basically positioning trading. Then as we go into markup, well, you get more options on what to do. Down here, really, you can try to trade it, but I mean, yeah, okay, yay. If you like being a trader, just getting glued there and, oh God, I got liquidated. Oh no, I won. I got liquidated. Oh no. If you like the roller coaster, baby, it's there for you. You can find that anywhere in this market. But the smart money is going to be there buying it, stacking up, putting it in wallets, taking it off exchanges, and just waiting for the big orgasm that's going to come probably in about 12 to 18 months from now. Well, that's the game plan. That's when we just sit back and crack champagne and say, baby, we did it. We nailed it. It took us a couple cycles to figure it out, but we got it this time. This was our time. Woo-hoo! And everybody that's just coming in saying, man, I got to figure this game out. I don't know how it's played, man. Somebody does. Well, it's the slower accumulators. Now, you will get those people telling you, no, you got to trade your way up to the top. You just keep rolling it over here and here and here. And you can do some stuff, but you're never going to beat this strategy because it's time. It's been proven over the centuries on Wall Street and in crypto and everywhere. Every market. Get in on the bottoms, baby. Get in on the bottoms. And you got to ride that bear market to get in on the bottoms. And we rode it, we humped it, we let it hump us, or it just got screwed, and we screwed it a few times, and it was nasty. But now we're through it and took a shower, thank God, get all that stuff off of us, and Lord, planted a garden, and now it's going, man. So during this markup phase, man, we got trading. Spot margin is a good place. Anything, spot margin is great down here if you have access to it. Still in this area, we're still in the lower areas of accumulation in altcoins, okay? Be prepared for the big drops as they come. Take profits when they come up, pay yourself. Have a plan. The big things that you're holding down here, building bags down here, man. If you take anything out, I mentioned my plan. I'm taking about whatever the value of those are each month. 5% off of that's my goal to peel off each month. Now that could be big for you, could be little for you. I don't know, but it grows pretty quick, and it's a good way to kind of take profits on these bags. Now in this area, you can trade. You can do spot margin, which I'm showing or doing here on this channel. Perpetual futures tradings, just playing spot. You got all kinds of DeFi, setting up your DeFi as the people come in to do all the, trading and stuff on DeFi with the liquidity pools and stuff. working all that stuff. This isn't markup phase. This is the fun part. But it's not just all straight up. It's up, down, up, two steps forward, 3 steps back. It's a game, baby. Got to be ready for it and play it. And then we come up here in distribution, and you don't know it's quite distribution until like, oh, wait, this is slowing down, man. Why is it slowing down? And little things will pop up, enough will pop off to keep you, okay, we're still good, but man, this one's not doing a dang thing. It's an interesting point, but this is when we got to slowly make sure that we're exiting out of this market. The biggest chunks of everything. Save the rest of it for when we confirm that you want that last little, I don't know, maybe 25%, maybe 10%, however you want to do it. We want to get a plan so that when our signals tell us it's time to get out, because there are signals, I will give them to you. They are good signals to tell you, hey man, yeah, it's time. It's time, baby. It's time. I know they're saying it's going to 500,000, but baby, I'm telling you. Look in the past. I haven't lied to you. Look, these other guys I hang out with are not lying to you either. It's time, baby. I know you don't want to hear it. It's time. So we'll be on top of that. But by then, we'll be selling the last little bit because, we're confirming that. All right. This is an interesting time when we get markdown. Remember, markdown's over here. And if you got Bitcoin and you don't want to get rid of your Bitcoin because, gosh, you worked so hard for it, you got some strategies. You could, well, you don't want to sell half of it and buy later. I don't know. You got some other strategies. You can short it. Build your Bitcoin bags on the way down. All kinds of little strategies, just like you did on the way up, spot margin, shorting. On the way down, low margin, especially when you're first starting out, low margin. And you want to make sure that you're out of all your altcoins. And I know you love them, but you're not going to believe it when they drop another 90% from where they are. You're like, oh gosh, I'm down 30% already. I'll just hold it for next time. It sounds okay until, 4 years is a long time, and that will wear on your mind when you say, man, that used to be $10,000 and now it's $68.73. I feel like a sucker. Because if I sold that $10,000 and I put $78 in right now, I still have $10,000 and I could probably have another $10,000 if it ever goes back to that sorry price that it last fell to. I mean, it plays with your head. Baby, it plays with your head just a little bit. Let's get into the quant. Don't mean to get off on the ruckus there, but I just had to get into the market and talk about psychology just a little bit. I think what I am going to do on my channel here, while we talk about quant, we do have memberships, and I know they get given away and everything. I wanted to do something for my members. So I think some of the things that I think would take up too much time on these live streams, nightly live streams, I'm going to shift it over there, do maybe a weekly live stream or something and get more in detail on what I actually do in the trading things and what I do on my spot margin portfolio and all that stuff. I think I'd do that for the members. And then if ever, because this actually started out as a teaching channel, if there was a demand for like a mentorship or the class or that kind of thing, I think there's like a 33, or I would be 33 would be a good number for me to go with. The monthly membership, and then you could just pop in and stay a month and pop out. It's like no subscription or anything, and it would be, and it wouldn't be, it would just be where we would have, I guess, the private video sessions and answering one-on-ones like an AMA and just kind of walk through and get more detailed, and it's not a publicly accessed thing. So I'm tossing those ideas around, but far from that, and not really concerned. If it goes there, cool. If not, I'm not here to make a billion people off of YouTube viewers. A lot of people do that, and they make millions. That's how you do it in a bear market. You get a product, sell it for crypto, and they've done very well with that. They don't let it be known that's where the money come from. That's all right. That's a different story. Q&T, man, you just sitting down here, sub 136. 150. I'm on a 3-day chart here because, well, that's just where I happen to be. And I know one of the most bullish sides that you're going to say, but look, there's a 50 going across the 200. And I'm like, it might not. I don't mean to be a joy kill, but Hopefully it does, but still. QNT is going to have lots of, it's going to be a while. You're going to, do you know how it's tried your patience so far? Let me put it this way. I know since she started hanging around this area about $100, falling back to 42. I mean, we're talking about early for the last 2 years, man. She got as low as 40 and as high as 228 and didn't stay in either one of those places very long. She just basically stayed right around 100, somewhere between 90 and 120s for the longest. You know how that tried your patience for so long? I'm just going to keep doing that for a while. I'm sad to say. I'm in it too, but she is. So maybe in the summer, maybe in the fall. I mean, maybe Halloween time. I mean, you're going to get some seasons down here, I believe. I'm sorry to say this, that she's going to just kind of figure out what's going on. I hope I'm wrong. But even if she does pop up, I mean, we're still looking about hanging around 150, 160, trying to range out through here for a little bit, in my personal opinion. One of the things that I do see here is this Adam and Eve, and this is a long accumulation thing. So you could be bouncing back to 100. To 150, and you might be able to if you can understand that, then you might be able to get some good trades in that way, knowing that you're going to range in here a couple of times. If you can play that strategy, that might be actually cool. But eventually, we're going to complete this pattern and come back up here to this wick, and then we got to see if we're going to come back and do it again or if we're going to flag up above it. So this one is going to keep trying our patience, unfortunately, until one day that we wake up and all of a sudden that's all, oh, this was the secret one. This is the one that was going to go just blast to 500. And then we're going to say, what, 500? Well, I spent all that time for just a 5X. What the hell? Your ass better be getting up to 10,000 QNT. And so we'll have that conversation, I'm sure. But just QNT. Angels Gets That says QNT has a very low circulating MX supply. I know, but wow. One of these days it'll kick in, but man, it's not been for the last 2 years. So what I think about you, I think more sideways for a little while. Eventually, it'll do good, but still, I hope we see a lot more than even that $500 out of it. Carlos Perez, how's it going, man? Bitcoin miners will begin to sell to buy new equipment. After halving, they'll need better teams of computing. BTC will continue to drop to 40,000. I'll wait for the 40. Wow, that sounds very confident, Carlos. Might I recommend a DCA strategy, but that way you don't miss it in case you're wrong. But why the BT miners sell? Oh, there's a lot of people out there buying. Trigger says, I'm here, but I'm distracted. I stayed that way. Dave P says, I got some Mew on airdrop. Really? I bought some. I put it over in the Telegram. I got some Mew, but I did it. I thought I would try CoinEx. Look, I noticed they got liquidity. I'm like, can you make money on this? And Mew seems to be a hot meme coin, so I'll chance buying some Mew, and it wasn't very much. It's like, where did I put that? Oh, the Vanity Wallet. I think I put it over here. Yeah. Right here. Was that it? Yeah, it wasn't very, it's like whatever double this is, 270 bucks, maybe 260 something bucks worth. I'm trying to, they got a liquidity pool and you put there, and I thought I put it, where's the other thing? It gave the interest on it, or the yield, and I thought, I want to try that, see what's going on there. I think this is it. Yeah, if it ever download. What? Yeah, because they had like on Mew it was 1,098% one day, 1,100 7-day APY. I thought I'll try this and see what happens and give a report. Might be another thing to do with some bags or something there if it actually does anything. But a lot of times liquidity just, I don't know if it's a profitable. I think airdrops have been the best thing I've ever got out of liquidity. CTI says Grimmer. Let's take a look at CTI. Checking out Clintex. This is DSI. I'm here on the weekly chart and it's just doing just fine. This is our accumulation zone, all underneath this kind of brownish line here, where we wicked up to with this double bottom. A nice one, if I might say. You can test she wicks out very clearly. So cool. Might this little box ever be hitting it? Oh god, that'd be scary. So we've confirmed it, but unfortunately, instead of flagging out on top over the top of this line, we're coming back down on the bottom side. So we might range for a little bit, but eventually that's a good sign that we'll come back up, break above it, we'll take another ride, and then there's a measure move for this over right about 14 cents. As for right now, to where we can come back to on a retrace. We're getting in one of those nice little juicy areas, but do keep in mind this little area over here near a breakout, because you know there was a little bit of a trend line there that we broke out of. There could be but you technically could come all the way back there, but 2.7 cents if it wants to get nasty and dirty. If we get a big pullback in the market for any reason, whatever, and we've seen some signs that, you know, altcoins being at that 618 and some other things going on that maybe, but you know, it's a gift. We were looking, I was tracking this when we were above it and we broke back into it. So to me, we'll take this trend line here and go against these there and just see where we kind of come up there. But we got a little bit more confidence there if it comes back and tests the bottom of that pattern there, or coming back and retest the breakout area of this previous trend line there, all the while just doing what it would normally do at this point in the market as it just kind of finishes up and wraps up the final stages of accumulation before it gets ready to turn into a butterfly and fly away on this bull market when it goes up to 25 cents and maybe even up to $1. Who knows, man? It was up to right at $1 before. It might have a little bit more of a use case now, and people might say, oh my gosh, you guys have made progress and you're actually for real. You're not vaporware, you're actually doing some stuff, putting some stuff in place. You're an actual real world project, you might actually be worth something, and it might raise that little hype function that puts more money in our pocket when we pull that trigger button that says sell. You have to do that part though. What's up, Juan? How's it going? Jackson says SEI, say. But first, trying to get on a little bit of a schedule here, so I don't want to leave people hanging with me news, because it's juicy altcoin news that helps us make some juicy money. I like juicy money. So time for the news, and then we come back to see Say. It actually worked. Today in crypto, Layer GG over on X. Coinbase announced the listing of ARCM. You remember that little gem pick that I keep bringing up? Quit editorializing, you're doing the news, be professional. Okay, XOL lists Wormhole ticker symbol is W. On April 3rd, Binance will list Athena, ENA, on April 2nd. AIOZ Network has released AIOZ Node V3. AIOZ AIOZ Node V3 currently supports NVIDIA GPUs exclusively. CFX Conflux, the Chinese government has launched a new public blockchain infra platform led by Conflux Network. Core DAO has unveiled the new phase of Core Ignition Initiative. ENA DAO Maker DAO proposes allocating 600 million worth of DAI into USDE and SUSDE. Space has announced 200,000 ZK airdrop for Premier Club members. Snapshot will be taken April 4th, 8 a.m. UTC, giving you a little time to jump ahead of the game and get included. Jido JTO has teased that JIP1 proposal will be up for voting soon. Here's a proposal. We're going to throw it up for... Here, you want it? You can't have it. I'm kidding. Here, go. No, I was just... No, for real. No, I'm serious. No, I wouldn't. I'm not gonna be a total asshole. Here you go. I got you again, mother. Psych. MemeLand announced MemeNet. MemeNet is a blockchain that uses meme as its native token. Threshold announced the launch of Bust THUSD, pegged to the US dollar, and backed by Bitcoin and Ethereum. Telegram now enables coin payments for in-platform ad purchases. The platform plans to share 50% of ad revenue with owners of public channels. Isn't your channel private? My channel is private. XAI Crypto Unicorns announced that they'll be doing an airdrop for XAI. Oh, node holders. And you got one crypto cycle with a meme. We are here. Bear market exploitation. That pretty much captures it. Exploitation cycle. That's our news for today from Layer GG. If you haven't been over there, check it out. He does have a nice new graphic up for today. We'll look at it on the bigger picture here. Out of the newsroom.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
It's kind of neat. He puts everything up there for an April 2024 calendar, starting out with Monday and, of course, Tuesday with Aptos DeFi days, lots of things. Bitcoin Cash, a reward happening on Wednesday. Rip Arrowhead upgrade. A lot of the little things there that might easily get past our radar. Well, this man's assembled ahead of time for us, for our convenience there. Gotta give that a little like and repost that. Tangem, that little four-letter word that runs off your mouth whenever you find this channel, DAWG. I know that's the one you're talking about too, right? Dog. We'll save you 10% off of your Tangem wallet selections over at Tangem.com, or just download the app on your NFC-enabled phone because you need one of those to use a Tangem wallet anyway. And then you can order your cards through the secure app. Use the code DAWG, save 10%. Also, SecuX wallets, because you need wallets, baby. You need wallets in this game for many purposes. Many purposes. Very bigly. Very bigly. One says, have you guys covered ICP by chance? I have not tonight. Up, here's my little reminder. Gotta go over Say. See, I almost forgot that. See, I caught myself. Yeah. Say on the weekly has lost the 9-moving average and lost this big old trend line. Would probably make more sense on a smaller time frame. Let's take a look at Say. So we lost this. There is a measure move that will take us down to levels that you don't want to talk about, somewhere around 48 cents in that area. I know, you don't want to talk about it. So let's talk about it. Let's clear all this. We had some targets if she wanted to continue to the upside, but now this has totally changed the game right here. When this happens, we're taking this off the table now. We break a trend line. The first sign that we might break it was here when it did the first time and got back in. Once it does that, once she cheats on you, baby, you're always going to be looking over your shoulder going, because, you know, a lot of the times, I'm just saying, it's the same thing here. So now we got to take in all this new information to give to our attorneys. So we don't get taken to the cleaners on the way to the bank. So we go and we look back. You've always got to look where you came from, man. The signs were there the whole time. You just didn't see it. You didn't see it. You saw what you wanted to see, and you weren't looking. You weren't looking. Until that one day you just walked right in there. Saw this price just slathered all over that 200 moving average, and you said, maybe you didn't know what to say. All you can do in times like that is just kind of look back and look at the signs and see what we can figure out there. And gosh darn it, we're going to figure out, say, tonight. And right there it is. Right there it is. She's in that channel. So I think what the problem was, really, you're trying to squeeze her into a box. You don't want to be in a box. She stopped feeling tired. She kind of feeling restricted there, and she's like, I can't stand it. I can't stand it. It's just too much pressure. I'm supposed to cook breakfast every morning, do this and all that. And Big Dong Bob's over here just got nothing, and he looks like he's starving. What's I supposed to do? Well, you probably shouldn't have asked Long Dong Bob to come have breakfast with you. That was probably one of your first things. If your wife has a friend named Long Dong Bob, well, you probably got a very interesting life, and it's probably about, wow, that would be horrible. Look at man, she might bounce back up. She might come back on. She might realize, hey man, I just had to get it one more time. Well, honey, I love you. I want to ride with you. I'll go back into this little box that you're squeezing me into, and let's see if we can go higher. Maybe. She may just want to come down here, and we just need a break. I'm going to go to my sister Tina's for the summer. Ain't that over by Bob's cabin over there at the lake? She may be coming down here. Is that what line is this? What the hell I got going on here? This is got a crazy moving average down here that didn't know. Okay, you're at the 300. Okay, cool. And you're on the daily? You're on the daily. All right, so we really need on the daily to find the support here. Otherwise, yeah, it's pretty much coming down to the bottom of the pattern there. Let's just go ahead and mark it. It doesn't have to happen, but it can happen. And if we lose this area, well, that's not, you can just draw a horizontal line right there. Just go ahead and do it. Just go ahead and do it, because we lose that little area of support and resistance. And we're coming back down there about 57, 58. What's my perspective on smog? I'm not for it. I believe in smog-free communities. I've never heard of that. If you'll keep hair in my mouth, that would be cool. This looks like a tool. This looks like a job for Dex Tools. Smog against Solana. Smog against USDC. Hey, I think I got some of this. Actually, it was probably an airdrop, right? I've been finding all these little airdrops over on my Solana wallets, and I'm like, man. I mean, it's cool, but now it's hard for me to navigate through that stuff sometimes. Still, that wallet value is not like at $1.8 million or anything, so you guys need to step up your airdrop game, so what I'm saying. Give me more than $2 of an airdrop, please. Smog. Hanging sideways in the channel is all I'm seeing right now. It's all we got to go by here on a 1 hour chart. I know nothing about it. It's got a score of Dex Tools of 82 out of 99. Verified contracts, not a honeypot. Buy tax, sell tax, unknown. Screw your tax. If you haven't put a tax on a coin, do you actually really even need a coin? Here's my question. Could that project run without a coin? I think we need to ask that question a lot more. About things, not necessarily this one, but just things. I know nothing about this little guy, but just throwing some ideas out there. So just in a little bit of a range. Do a little swing high to swing low. Looks like price might be happy to go to 18. If not, then gosh darn it, it would suck come back down here for a triple bottom, but that could definitely happen. So over this next couple of weeks of April, over this next week of April, I guess we can see this work out in this time frame. Get lucky and then break out to make a higher high, I'd look at 29.50. Otherwise, some kind of a test over here about 27, maybe even about 26. So smoggy smog. Make sure we can actually see that on the screen there. $18.2. If we lose this level of support, it's trying to hold, but I mean they do give it a good try. I mean, maybe it can. We see it double, make a double bottom, make a W here, and get up past the little butt crack. Well, that's a good sign, but maybe not. Maybe to 18. All part of the accumulation before it decides, hey man, I'm going to break out of this whole zone, and then we double up. And that's where you get a measured move for this whole zone when we start doubling up, right? It's going to take a little stair step. And that's where we start getting up to about 39 cents and maybe even up here to 44 cents. So I guess to sum up my thoughts, instant accumulation. Here's a little project that I brought up on this channel a long time ago. I almost felt like an asshole for bringing it up so much, but I was like, dude, seriously, man, I'm trying to tell you something. Well, this one can do some good things. And she did. So, back in these areas, these nice 40, 50 cent areas here. She's already come up and made my measure move, not just once, but she decided to do Road Dawg a solid and do it 2 times and say, I'm going to give you a double, baby. So Ark and rock my world, and now she's done what she did, and now she's moving on. She'll be all right, though. It just means we gotta go back to square one. But not before I do this. How do I do this? Oh, you suck. You did it.
Just know that you're missing the point of what it's all about while I'm here sitting on gold. You can't tell me a damn thing. I'm lost. At least it's a daydream. I turn into
Ah, crap. Did it do it or not? I look frozen. Am I frozen? Did you freeze me? I don't think it worked. I think it just got the screen. Oh, well. Did that work? Let's go over here and check this out. Let's go to the chart room and put it on the vanity wall real quick. Does that work? Taste ya. It didn't. It just got the screen. It didn't get me. Gosh darn it. Oh well. Anyway, we've already got this one out of the way here on the Daily Man. So shout out to anybody that got in this. I'm still in it. I'm actually adding a little to this little bag here because she did so well and she can continue doing so well. Just getting started. Arkham Intelligence, and they got a website that just tracks everything crypto, just throws you under the bus every time that you turn around. And you know, if we got a little snitch out there, then she's going to make all the money snitching with all the people who want to pay good money for snitches. So I just decided you can't beat them, join them, just go ahead and buy out the snitch. So I bought the snitch Arkham. Snitches get stitches, bitch. Yeah, but this one's our CI here. This is our own confidential informant. So now we got to start back from square one, and we go from swing low to swing high. Tell me where I'm going to buy. She's saying just hold on to your horses, baby, because I'm probably going to... Are you for real? Don't do it. Don't want to sell it. I don't want to take... We capitalize just yet. Well, I've already got your airbag. I already got your moon bag. So for the other second bag, I may end up having to trim my other second bag because it looks like we may be dropping to maybe back down here at $1.85, and that sucks. So it's a few little signs here that are really making me say, man, I think we're getting ready to get a nice little pullback with altcoins. And I know everybody's wanting to say we got altcoin season and everything, right? But what say you on Tokenmetrics? I just keep seeing it in other charts. We're so freaking bullish right now, 92% there. Waiting so bad for an altcoin season to come, and we're still, you know, just right there, right in the middle, just not quite there. So, And looking here on Arkham, you know, we got kind of a possible toppy top pattern here. Let's get this fib out of the way after I mark a level or two there. I would say on the good thing, we got Lucy above the, and we got the 666 above the 800. We got those bigger moving averages out there. They look okay, so they're good. We just got the 618 area coming in right here. We got the 360 moving average there. We lost our 200, so I'm bearish now, officially bearish, and the 100 crossed it. Testing this area about 185, 188. That's what I'm seeing out of this guy. Pattern wise, well, you would be looking, and so those are head and shoulders. Clear as day right there. My only take is it's a little slanted. This one's a little bit higher than that, but that doesn't mean that this is not a head and shoulders. It does look like it is confirmed. I look at these little things to tell me, and they kind of give me clues as to how nasty it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be that nasty one. It's going to come down here to about 188. But you take the measure from here. You put it here, then you put it there, and this one comes back to sub-zero, 43 cents. Make a new low, and all hell, this is a sucky coin. Now there's a multiplier you put on there, and basically you can run up to just do this, man. Just over here, take that one and put it there, and that's a little shorthand, and it'll make life a lot easier. But if you want all the real facts, you know what I'm going to tell you to do. I'm going to tell you to go over to thepatternSide.com and get the real information. That would be right here with the Head and Shoulders. Look, I've already got it pulled up for you right there. So first the bottoms. Okay, gosh darn it, since we're already here, we'll just do it. Okay. Okay. Let's just try again one time. Head and Shoulders, Head and Shoulders toppy tops. There's a measure move. There's a multiplier. And that is it. 50 percentage meeting price target, 51%. So basically it can go halfway. Way. Take our measure moves. Pull it straight down and we're there halfway. And if you want to be anal about it and you want to get out the tape measure, because that's not uncomfortable, that's not awkward at all. And that's not. Thank you for getting the tape measure out and making sure you're getting down to the micro. Thank you for noting that. What's average? Take that to the 80% of the area right there. So that would be the Bukowski technical measure move. And if you put it over here, it's pretty darn close. Put it over here, even better. So you can kind of, you know, I'd say you can kind of cheat a little bit. Maybe this is the first one. Take the first one. And that takes us down here to this little guy. We'll mark that one, 147. You look like a dumbass, Road Dawg. What is this, like off by 12 cents? You suck. Well, I could take you all the way down to 35 cents right there. Don't you see that? RKM, I likes it. I may have to do something there, but man, she's a nice run, and I think she's going to be a nice one to contend with and do really good in this market. Might be one to put on your radar, as she does kind of tumble and burn to the ground. This is 9 flames. Have you looked at waves lately? Have you looked at waves? Have you? Well, if you had, you're probably happy. She did bounce off this area after all. In the neighborhood about 308 instead of my little 333 area that was saying, hey man, now keep an eye if she gets below this area over here, because that's our tops. That needs a hold. Need to flip this as support, which now we've done. We flipped that area as support off of the 200 moving average. And now waves, which was sitting down here at $2 for the longest. Seemed like forever. She got up to 3, but then she just kind of tumbled down to 2 and said, I don't feel like doing nothing today. I'm just going to sit around and watch my stories and eat bonbons today. Hi, honey. Oh, was that me? Did you bring dinner? Can you go get it?
Yeah.
No, I got to do everything. That's why I'll punch it in.
Yeah.
And so might be looking for it coming up here to about $5 something ish. I like this trend line, but to be honest with you, I'd like to keep it where it respects most of that if I'm actually going to use it as a target. And we got a little dotted line up here where we measured out at 484. So let's look at that first. Put a nice little pattern there. Interesting that we got the little heartbeat pattern here. That's usually clearing out longs and shorts before it, goes ahead and makes a bigger move.
All this pain and the tears make my shoulders rust. In this life, gotta do what you must. Build your value up, gotta earn trust, avoid fuss. Maybe you don't know the facts, you don't know enough. You can judge me where you want, cause every day I send love. Every day I do me, makes me wanna see you, makes me wanna see more, makes me wanna see through.
Striker said Matic had him dancing today.
This is the thing, there's an energy and flavor to the things that you bring to the table.
What is Matic doing?
Real work turns into gold when you're stable. Now life feels sweet like syrup, like maple. Wouldn't change a thing about my past to stay grateful. I'm staring in the mirror at the only one I trust. Been down on my luck, so when you see me now, I'm up.
Have you been shorting it?
Diamond in the rough, so when you see me shining now, know it's anything but look. I'm looking in the mirror at the only one I with. I've been on me down.
Nice little channel, that's interesting. I wonder if 93 might hold. Look at that 200. What is it at the bottom of her channel? It's about 78. Could it? 79? It might retest that 100 and that trend line there, huh? I keep waiting on this to confirm this, you know, a double bottom in the bigger picture thing. That's what we got. We just got, you know, a double bottom kind of thing going on, which looking for that measure move, which one of these days will hopefully play out at 265. I'm curious to see how well Matic does. I mean, she was the bee's knees last time, hot topic, but lots of competition out there right now in that space. Just kind of wondering. I got some, but I'm kind of, which I'd put it in maybe half of it in Sui. I am looking. I mean, we got 13 of you guys out here. All right, you're good. I am looking. You know how base is coming up a little bit, base ecosystem, right? And Solana, of course, and Solana. Now, it got me weird, but I just feel like Solana is just kind of forced. I just feel like it's being pushed out there. Like there's an agenda behind it to force it to be the one. And I've always felt that way. Now, whether it is or not, just using it, it's not got the seamless experience that it needs to have to be the top chain. My personal opinion is that the SDKs, the ones built on Cosmos ecosystem or the ones based off of it, man, they're smooth, they're good, they do work. But Base seems to be one that's as a layer 2 for Ethereum. This seems like it's going to have an ecosystem that may take off. So looking on that one. Don't forget Ton, but that's been going on. The sad thing is that now that these things are starting to turn around and some of the bigger influencers are starting to, they're starting to build over here. Now that the things have pumped up, they're starting to look at them. So it's not the time, man. It's been a time. But Linea is one that's not quite there yet. So I'm keeping my eye on Linea. So just to give you guys a heads up. So Base has kind of already been found out, right? This one has not quite yet. So I'm keeping my eye on this one for what's going over on this one. And what kind of coins are popping off over there. And so I've been moving a little bit more stuff over to Linea from some of these other chains just to kind of get ready and kind of play around with that ecosystem before it gets there. But that one looks promising to me as far as a layer 2-ish kind of play. Throwing that out there. For my dogs. Before everybody else starts talking about it in 2 months. I kept saying Doge, and we've not taken a look at it at all yet. And we've got to. So the theory in the market is that Dogecoin is often the symbol of the bull run and a front runner of what Bitcoin's going to do. It was definitely true last cycle. It really front run Bitcoin. And since February, she's been doing pretty darn good this cycle. Meeting our targets, we got a 618 at 24. Up until then, I mean, all this other stuff's been hit, right? So shout out to Doji. So basically we can take the macro look from right here. Still looking for 24 cents. Might be a pullback there, and they could pull us back to around 15, 18 cents after that. But slowly working our way up to 48 cents and beyond. Doji. You got to love it. She's coming out of accumulation, and then I'm going to go up. IOTX. Over on where? That's futures. IOTX, big get for spot. I don't have I want to get a chart. All right, I guess we're going to the futures then, because it's got a bigger chart. Nice accumulation, nice IOTX, right? Mm-hmm. Look at this area right here. Right over here with support. Didn't quite make it down that far that time. Resistance over here. Definitely, in my personal opinion, probably going to retest that at some point. So 5.5-ish cents. If you're not in on it, you can put that on the radar, set an alert for somewhere around that area, 5.8. Hey, she comes down there. You can pick some up if this is a project that interests you, because she's going to retest this accumulation area before heading up to maybe 25 cents in that area, making a nice 4 or 5x. If you'd like to ride that little 5x train, well, those alerts will help you find it a little cheaper than the 6.8 cents that it is right now. After doing a little pullback to about 5.8 cents, if she does, I think she will, because she's below the non-moving average on this 3-day time frame. She'll be looking for a bounce and then try to come up and retest this area about 10 cents. Now, 5 to 10 cent gain is almost a 200% gain, right? Or it's almost doubling your money there, close. Might be a nice little play there for some people. Bigger target I'd look for to take advantage of would be 16.7, 16.8 cents. IOTX. Looks like it'll be a nice little bag to kind of play around with. Another one I'll take a look at tonight is Link. I know she's a slow, boring, nobody. It just sucks, Road Dawg. She don't do it. Stay at $5 forever. Yeah, that was back here when the whales were accumulating really freaking cheap on the down low. Trying not to raise too much attention to Link, of course. I think this one's going to be a favorite for those more Wall Street types. I think you want to make sure you got some Link. Even at $17, I think you want to make sure that you got as much Link as you can comfortably, add to your portfolio. If you were building a bag down here, between $5 and $10, because that's about as high as she could get for being slammed back down to these lows about 5. I don't think you want to sell too early. 35 looks like a nice place to wait and try to see what it's going to do there, but quite honestly, these areas of $56 and $60 would be a better target, and there may be something bigger from there. And this, I'm gonna crank out the hopium for this. I just am. Believe it or not. This angle we got here came from this angle down here and just didn't copy over. And I'll just draw random lines. Not full that. What would you say to $100 Link? And I know it sounds crazy right now. Until that one day. But yeah, some of you out there are saying, yeah, man, but that's a lot of risk just to take for a 4 or 5x. Touche. I'm not going to argue with that. Well, you can't have a party without a little woo-woo. Woo! See this little trend line back here, and you look, that will never matter. And look what happened here, man. Got a little wick up there, and now we're getting a little, getting some resistance there. It's a headache. It's a thorn in its side. And that's what I say. We'll have a little hiccup at some point, and there we are. Let's go ahead and clear this offer. What is this? We're on Woo. Oh, our target's been hit there. Now we look at what we got. Nice bottom and structure there, coming out of an accumulation zone somewhere right through here. Into a fib if you want to narrow that in. For you nerdy types. Oh, you almost nailed it. We're at the 618 area right now, finding a little problem. area. Like it should be. Much to second guess things. Got rejected, had to come back. Retested this line. Going back, she's trying to stair step her way up there, so interesting. I like that on you, Woo. That's a little bit bullish, if you ask me. Let's take a full from swing high, swing low. Tell me where she's going to go and see that we're also from the bigger move. We got the 618. So we're got a double decker. Let's pay attention to the bigger moves from now on because we're back in that territory now. I do like $1.09. A little bit more closer to home. I do like I like the 71 cent area though for whip. Be it making a higher high than it had over there, and it needs to prove a little bit of something. I do have this little thing going on right here. Measure move from that also takes us right up there. A little bit of confidence for this target right here, about 71.5 cents, bro. Woo! Woo! CRX been having a little bit of a hard time lately. She was up above $1, man. She got all the way up to $1.44, but now she's pulling back to 68 cents. And you know, it's crazy. A man named Charles Dow once said, all those things that I call impulse moves, a move from a bottom to a high, I find the price usually retraces back about 50% of the way. And I know you're saying, but that's a 618 Road Dawg. Well, yeah, I guess if we take this whole measure move, maybe we'll have some luck. Nope, Charles, I gotta say, you're probably wrong right there, baby. We're going back to 618 now. 618 is a very great place. 618 tells me that right up here, we got a target about 190. We can get a nice little bounce there, and I hope that we can. If you don't know how I got that target, you've not been hanging around with me long enough, and you need to, because tonight I'm not going into detail. I'm going to let them just hang around and be a little secret. You got to come here and hit the like button, and hang out and subscribe, and learn some of these cool little things that we teach here on this channel. Ooh, baby, you in a spot to get hot. Look, no wonder you got rejected there. You hit it, nailed it on our magical fib. This is beautiful. I like it when the fibs magic starts coming in. When we start getting a lot of confluence on the fibbies. Ooh, lets me know that something's a cooking there. Look at that support resistance flip. Wanted to take us up here to meet this target at 190. I'm telling you, baby. I'm just saying, you see this thing bounce off this area. That's a good 184% gain, maybe coming down 0x. Nice little coin that you might want to look into. What's the dealio with it? We're talking about it. Tell me something, baby. Give me something interesting. What's up with it? Why do I need this coin? I don't know. I'm just kind of rolling with it. Is that 0x, right? That's 0x protocol, which we can see it. Let's put you on the dark mode, please. 0x has a $579 million market cap, meaning that we're still in the smallish category. You know, I'd personally call it like smallish to medium-ish, kind of there, but as we get more money in this market, that level keeps pumping up every cycle, that's what it seems. Total supply is 1 billion, not bad. Maximum supply is also 1 billion because they often copycat each other. Circulating supply, that's where you really need to pay attention. It's 847 million, which is about 84% of 1 billion. Are you not impressed with that math? Just came off the top of my head. That's the power of decimals and zeros and ones and zeros. Wow, 847. So that's pretty good. All-time high for this guy was 6 years ago when it got up to $2.50 in 2018. A little bit before its time then, and when people said, dang, this Ethereum gas fees are high, we need something better. What do? Well, I help you cut Ethereum gas fees, but nobody seems interested in buying me. It's kind of catching on, but still wonder, why didn't you make a new all-time high this last time? Can't answer that question. All-time low was 4 years ago, 12 cents. We didn't quite make it down that low. Might she do something this time? I'm hoping that she does. We're going to sink the farm in it. Nope. But I do think $1.90 could be coming in the picture here with this nice little accumulation level that we're going to leave. And if you want, oh no, that gets right in the same area there. Still riding with 190. 0x. Might be one to put on your radar. Jackson says fetch. I'm not a dog. How dare you talk to me that way? What the show do you think I'm running here? Ruff. I got 382, man, is what I'm holding out for. It's kind of doing the same thing, retesting a pattern, right? Trend line that broke out of. Should have broke through the upside out of this, but since it did, that's just like taking the bottle off a shaking can of Pepsi. So it's just going to spew all the way up here to 382, my personal opinion. Now, it might drip back down to these areas, and I hope it does. About $2 so that I can just buy a bunch more. I'm got a little strategy over at CoinEx trying to do just that, but it's not wanting to do it. It's not playing ball with me. It just wants to keep going up on the bigger time frames. Smaller time frames might agree with me. I might get lucky, but that's how I'm playing it. You play it the way you want to play it, but I'm still looking at 388, 382. Curious to see how the mergers and all that goes, but to me this looks pretty good. And if you take a measured move from there to there, it kind of gives us, well, that target. So curious. FET. Guys, it's 12:05. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. The Road Dawg Crypto Show, late night charts with Road Dawg. I think it's the technical name. Thank you for being here. I will be here again tomorrow night. We're trying to figure out where we want this to go. Maybe throwing up some polls to get some feedback from you guys, but I appreciate you for hanging out with me. Hopefully there's been something here that maybe give you a little bit more knowledge, a little bit more insight than what you had before. Maybe you found a project that you weren't thinking about that you are thinking about, or maybe you found one and you said, I knew that one sucked, and right there proved it to me. Hopefully something as we just kind of share our time in looking at these charts, baby. Navigating this market space until we reach our destination, which is financial freedom. Get out of the rat race, get out of the matrix. Don't be a slave to the man. Be your own man, your own woman, your own person, your own it, your own Frankenstein. Love you all. See you tomorrow night. Good night, everybody.
Come on, come here, bud. Come on. You freaky dog. I don't need to analyze every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like you're so ice, ice, ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Now if you gotta know the truth was gonna let you go. You was fine, never mind, unpredictable. Feet eye off the ground, you ain't no one. You a star, blow it up like supernova. In the nighttime, hit my hotline. Sharing secrets, you wish really was part your life. Basic bullets, with no bullets. Does your wifey know you're begging for my notice? Promise you're the same, running for the man.
Ben Franklin claimed that this was the real cause of the American Revolution. Most of the founding fathers realized the potential dangers of banking and feared bankers' accumulation of wealth and power. Jefferson put it this way:
I sincerely believe that banking institutions are more dangerous to our liberties than standing armies. The issuing power should be taken from the banks and restored to the people to whom it properly belongs.
That succinct statement of Jefferson is, in fact, the solution to all our economic problems today.
Here's how it works. They print it, we borrow it, and we pay them interest.
This is garbage. This is garbage. Your people in South Africa, you have your rand, right? That's going to zero. That's going to zero. This is going to zero too. Euros are going to zero. The yen's going to zero. The Chinese currency is going to zero. It's all going to zero against Bitcoin. If you don't understand that yet, you're going to be impoverished. You're going to be on the street. You're going to be begging. You're going to be out of business. You're going to be toast.
James Madison, the main author of the Constitution, agreed. Interestingly, he called those behind the central bank scheme money changers. Madison strongly criticized their actions.
History records that the money changers have used every form of abuse, intrigue, deceit, and violent means possible to maintain their control over governments by controlling money and its issuance.
The battle over who gets to issue our money has been the pivotal issue throughout the history of the United States. Wars are fought over it, depressions are caused to acquire it. Yet after World War I, this battle was rarely mentioned in newspapers or history books. Why? By World War I, the money changers, with their dominant wealth, had seized control of most of the nation's press.
The sharing of biased and
false news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets publish the same things are true.
We're Trump voters.
He's trying to undermine the media, trying to make up his own facts, and it could be that he can actually control exactly what people think, and that is our job.
Yeah,
that is our job.
You have owners. They own you. They own everything. They own all the important land. They own and control the corporations. They've long since bought and paid for the Senate, the Congress, the state houses, the city halls. They got the judges in their back pockets, and they own all the big media companies, so they control just about all of the news and information you get to hear. They got you by the balls.
These authoritarians hate Bitcoin, and it's for the same reason. Why do they hate Joe Rogan? Because they can't control him. He's not subject to their authoritarian power. Why do they hate Bitcoin? Because they can't control it.
There's only one useful thing that any of us can do every day when we get up. One thing that matters above all. That one thing is convince someone to convert some other form of property into Bitcoin.
I have shown.
Come on.